So today we're learning how to freeze cells in Excel, and this was actually the first trick I learned in Excel, and I just thought it was the coolest thing at the time. But it's super simple and super versatile. And so what I mean by freezing cells, so if we look here at the very first row, these are our rows, and then these are our columns. Keep that in mind. So left and right rows, up and down columns. And we look at this first row, it has our headers for these different categories of data, okay? And when I scroll down the data set, they don't follow us, right? Well, that can get very confusing, especially when you're like halfway through and you're thinking, oh, wait, what do these numbers mean? Where do these numbers go? You could just lose track of what you're looking at, especially when you get in a situation over here on the right where you have all these different numbers. So what you can do is go over to your View tab, and over here on our window area, go to Freeze Panes and hit Freeze Top Row. And now no matter how far down you go in the workbook, that first line will always be there. And to unfreeze it, you just go back to Freeze Panes and then Unfreeze Panes. And that first row, freeze it right back up. But the same thing with columns. Let's say for some reason you want this first column to always be present when you go left and right in the workbook. You just go to Freeze Panes, Freeze First Columns, and now no matter how far right you go, that'll be frozen. And you can also do Freeze Top Row and Freeze First Column. And there you go. The first column and the first row will always be frozen. Now, I'm just going to hit Unfreeze Panes, unfreeze all of them. But let's say you had a situation where you wanted the first, let's say, 3 rows of data and the first 2 columns of data to always be present. So what you would do is you would go under the row you would need. So we want the first 3 rows. So I'm going to go to the 4th cell. And we want the first 2 columns. So I'm going to go over to the 3rd cell. So 1 cell more than, or 1 row more than we need, and then 1 row more than we need. Okay. So with the first 4 rows, I go to our first 3 rows. I go to the 4th cell, and then the 3rd column, I go to the 3rd cell. Okay. And I'm going to hit Freeze Panes and then hit Freeze Panes. And what that does is going to freeze everything above the cell and to the left of the cell. Okay, so anything above and left of the cell I've selected is now frozen. As I scroll down, we see that the first 3 cells are frozen at the top, and the first 2 rows are our first 2 columns are frozen. So the first 3 rows and the first 2 columns. And as always, to unfreeze, I just hit go to Freeze Panes, unfreeze, and it frees them right back up. Again, a super easy and simple trick in Excel, and it makes you like a professional, and it's just so handy. But that's it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you have any questions about how to freeze panes or anything like that, comment them down below. If you have any ideas for a video or just any suggestions, or really any question you have Excel related, please comment them down below and we'll get to them. Maybe do a whole video about it. But as always, please like and subscribe, and we hope you have a great day.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our video. Now before you go, how would you like to get free access to tons of Excel content that is designed to help make your life easier and your business better? Free Excel tutorials, Excel PDF guides, mini courses, and even a book I'm writing right now. Well, if you don't want to miss out on those opportunities, make sure you check out the description of this video. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification icon so that you can stay up to date on all the stuff we're doing here on YouTube. Oh, and by the way, my name is Colton Coffin, and I am the founder and CEO here at Custom Excel Spreadsheets, where we help business owners and professionals get more done using tools that do exactly what they need. We help you get organized and automate tasks that save you time and money, and build collaborative tools that allow your team to perform and to engage at a higher level. And we also create some awesome visualizations that just bring your data to life and help it to tell a story that is meaningful and compelling. So I look forward to serving you with more content in the future, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks.